Okay, one more time. Like a light to the moth, I brush the cobwebs off. My heart, once again, your sight has drew me in. Even if I die when I try, that's fine, if that's what it takes to make you mine. 'Cause your eyes, they sink deep hooks into my soul every time I look back at you. My pulse, it stops, what's left is death in the flesh, and I'm so sick of this. I can't escape your gaze, I can't eat and I'll stay awake for days, even though I try to quit, but of course, every time I close my eyes, I see yours. And then our eyes and lips align, my fingertips trace your spine, in search to unhook a bra strapped from behind. I find, unclasped and free, now things unwind, we spill as our flesh has combined, into a river of passion. I'm floating in a stream of sexual satisfaction, neck drowning in kisses, later to sink to lower seas. I am quenched with the drink, which I devour and drain of its last drop, opening the pathway, 2 fingers I've got, lodged in the leak, as she happens to keep, throbbing my knobbing wherever passion may seek. As temperature rise between her thighs, as does the desire amidst this fire, the flames now grow higher. It's raw, rough hot sex for the entire, moonlit, passionate, intimate, and dire. Evening, it's amazing how this love making is blazing. Your eyes which I was gazing now roll back and are dazing as I flip you, pin you, move you, dip you, spin you as I rip you, fire or water I will sip you. Just before I tip you, I make sure it's either on the hip to lower back, belly button, or lip. Baby, I don't slip, I don't want to put a baby on your hip. Intense fornication, that's all that frequents my mind, but this all happened when our eyes and lips align. But I'm killing myself slowly, this way I've been living. I've got a past on my back so heavy my shoulders are giving. Honest to God, it feels like my insides are spilling. They spill until I am without filling. I'm empty and weak. It seems like my willing has gone and sprung a leak. How can you enjoy your present if your future looks bleak? And as far as lowest lows goes, yo, I was at my peak. Now any opportunity that I come to face, no matter the case, I work at the type of pace a man has with hunger, fighting to embrace the pain it must take just to make it someplace. But there was only one time when one person was my one and only. When having pain isn't bad enough, picture it when you are lonely. 'Cause as far as losing touch with love, I'm quite sure she has disowned me. 'Cause if I was the last man on earth, I doubt she'd even phone me. But how can you blame her? My biggest accomplishment has been becoming a waiter. I fell short of a checklist, I guess I'll check it later. It feels like I fell backwards going up an escalator. She was the only girl I ever catered to her needs like a queen, and I her king. Like a tattoo to the flesh I'd cling. Like a swivel fan with its spine pushed down, I was focused on one thing. I've spent some time to rest up, thinking about the times we got dressed up and how many times that I fessed up. I love you, from your feet to the rest up. God knows how I messed up, but I wish these tough times would just less up, 'cause it feels like my insides are made of ketchup. I know all of this was my fault while I was face down in the asphalt. It was my wounds that I had added salt. I wanted to make sure that you knew I'm aware this was all due to my mistakes, despite how true my feelings were about you. And if you do wish to never speak to me, could you at least have the decency to say goodbye? I wouldn't run my mouth if I had the feet in it I could stand on. I'm unstable. It sucks to grow up, but never would I want to go back to sleep. Unable to wake up from reality's rasp breath. I felt death's grasp, but now that past is lucky it wasn't my last breath. Miracles may pass unseen, but baby, just today is enough for me. Maybe in a way I'm glad to be put at peace before I had to be. Smothered by my mothers that looked out for me, or advised by the guys, but the wise I see. Neither fired or retired, but joined at the knee to pray in their day without casualty. Heavenly Father, I thank you for looking out for me, to grant me a life richer than the one that which I have. Let us gather and pray as my brothers and sisters. He is all of our dad. That's for you, whoever's watching.